Okay, we're continuing with our chapter 12 homework assignment. We've filled in our table. Now we need to create our two graphs. So the reason I have two is because if you look at the ranges here, you can see that price and marginal cost and marginal revenue and average cost are all basically in the same price range. However, variable cost, fixed cost, total cost, and total revenue are much higher. So those higher ones are going to go on this bottom graph down here, and the lower range curves are going to go in this graph right here. So let's start off with putting in our demand curve, which is our price right here. So we're just simply going to right click on this top chart area and click on select data. And then we're going to add, and we're going to pick our series name, which is price. And then we're going to click right here in this little grid right here and select those values, this whole column. Okay, and then just click down and go OK. Now we need to edit our horizontal axis. So we're going to click edit over here and then select the data range for our quantities. So we just simply left click and drag here and then go OK, just like that, and go OK. Now this is our demand curve right here. Now, a couple things we might want to do here, and I want to show you how to do this. One is you don't need the decimal places here, so we can simply right click on one of these dollar amounts in the vertical axis, and then click on format axis, and this is a left click, and then we might have to wait, and then we can go here where it says number and change this decimal place right here to 0. So we're going to just click 0 right there and then go close, and that makes that a little bit cleaner right here. Okay, now the other thing you can do if you want is some of these are going to be matched up with the colors and some aren't. So if you want to make sure you don't get confused on what curve is what, you might want to change this demand curve to the same color as the table, which is green. And you simply do that by just bringing your cursor over the line or the marker like this, and then right click and then click on format data series like that, and then go to line color solid line and change that to green, and then go to your marker fill right here, solid fill, change that to green, and then you just need to go to your marker line style right here. Nope, not that, the color, sorry. And then that's already green, that's fine. Close that, and now you've got a demand curve that is color coded with your prices. Makes it a little bit, it's going to make it a little bit easier once you get several curves in here. Okay, the next thing we want to put in our top graph up here is our marginal cost curve right here. So once again, you simply right click on the chart area, click select data, left a click, and then just click add. Select your series name, which is marginal cost right here. And I did that just by left clicking on it. And then click on this grid right here for your series values. And then just simply drag, or I should say left click, hold, and drag like that. And then just click this down arrow right here. And you can see your marginal cost curve pop in. Wow, isn't that cool? Go OK. Okay, now, once again, this is going to be confusing, so I'm going to change this marginal cost curve to this blue, if I can find that blue, so it's not so format data series right now. Let me just close that to remind you. I put my mouse, my pointer over the line, and I right clicked on it, then I left click on Format Data Series, go to Line Color, Solid Line, and find that blue, which is about, I guess it's that color right there. And then go to Marker Line Color, Solid Line, find that blue again. I think I got the blue, yeah. And then go to Marker Line Style, I believe. Yeah. No, it's not that. It's Marker Fill. Yeah, sorry. Solid Fill, and then click on blue again right there, which is that blue right there. And then you should have a nice blue, and then close that. And then you should have a nice blue marginal cost curve that matches your table, so you can be very sure you're looking at the right curve here, okay? Now, we need to do marginal revenue. So once again, we come into our chart area, we right click, and we left click, select data, come over here to add, and we click on our series name, which is marginal revenue right here. Then come down here and click on this grid, and come right here and cell I3, left click, drag, and then just click this little red down arrow here and go OK. And go OK. And that's a weird color, so let's change that to the purple that we want real quick. So I'm going to right click and then Format Data Series, Line Color, Solid Line. We want purple. Okay, we want Marker Line Color, solid. We want purple. Marker Fill, Solid Fill. We want purple. We want everything purple. Close that. Now we have our nice marginal revenue curve that matches our table. Okay, lastly, I think this one might already be red, but we'll find out. We're going to do our average cost curve right here. So we're going to come into our chart area, right click, select data, add, and then left click on average cost right here. Then click your grid for series values right there, and then left click and drag, click the red down arrow, and it's a weird color. Okay, we're going to change that. Okay, I don't know where these colors are coming from, but we're going to change it. Format Data Series, let's see, line color, solid line. We want a red. Nice red. Actually, that's a, let me just see something. Is that a, yeah, okay, good. Then we want to actually do this again. Format Data Series. We want Marker Fill, Solid Fill. We want red. So then we want Marker Line. We want to make sure that's red too. It is. Close. And there you go. Now, we have our demand curve in green, our marginal revenue curve in purple, our marginal cost curve in a nice blue, and our average cost curve in red. So that takes care of our top graph. Now we need to do our bottom one. So we come down here, and the first curve we want here is going to be our fixed cost right here. And I'm just going to do this a little bit quicker. You guys can change the colors if you want. You know how to do it. And if you want to change them, you can. But I think I'm not going to take the time to do that. I'm just going to put these curves in here. So we're going to go right click, select data, add. We want to add fixed cost right here. And we want to click there. And we want to drag our fixed cost values there, down arrow, okay. Now we need to edit over here again because it's a different graph, so we need to edit our horizontal axis label. So we want to edit here, and then we want to select our the quantities and go okay. Okay, now let's see what happened there. Now you see we have one more challenge. It automatically put in a range from 0 to 1,000 And what we want, because we've got some high values here, up over 6,000 right here. So we want to put in a range 0 to 7,000, so we can see our total cost and our total revenue, as well as our variable cost. So let's come back down here, and what we want to do is find one of the dollar amounts in this data series here, or in this in the vertical axis, I should say, and right click on it, format axis. Then when it comes up here, you can see what our values are right there. We want to click to fixed, and change that 1 to 7. Let's go like that, and you can see, voila, and then close. And that helps us to see the rest of our curves when we put those in. Now this is blue. You could change it to purple if you want, but I'm not going to, because you know that that's our fixed cost, because it's that straight line at 900. Now we need to select the data again and add our variable cost right here. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. You know how to do this by now. Click here, drag those down, click there. Okay, let's go down here and check it. There it is. Variable cost right there, not the right color. Well, yeah, no, actually it is. Yeah, good. Okay, now the next thing we want is our total cost. So it should be 900 above our variable cost at every level. So let's just see if it is. Okay, so let's see. Select a data, add. We're going to add our total cost. Click here, drag down. Click again. Okay. Check it out. There it is. Voila. The last thing I think we need here is our total revenue. So we're going to come here and select the data, add again, add our total revenue. Click on that grid right below it. Drag our values. Click the arrow down. Okay. And there is our graph. Our purple right here shows us our total revenue. Once again, if you want to, you can change the colors to match so you don't get confused, but this one's not quite so hard to see. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. If you want to see what it looks like color coded, I've done it over here, I believe. It looks like that. But obviously the curves are exactly the same. So when we come back on the next video, let me just show you that one more time. We are going to start answering our questions based on our information in our table and our two graphs.